little bit, a little bit. Nope, waiting on one person. Hey, we live, man. We live at Hot Soup Fantasy Football. We're gonna do our best ball drafts today, man. Where we're drafting 6 rounds with 12 other players. Thousands and thousands enter, man, and we try to win some money. $10 entry on this league. We're going 6 rounds. I'll pull up the rounds for you guys to see. We're waiting on one person right now to jump in. We got 11 already in it. Once that person jumps in, we'll know what pick we got. In best ball leagues, it's never really good to pick all the best players all the time. You always want to find that deep sleeper that you think is going to have a big game. If they do, man, you end up shooting over everybody else because nobody picks them. So right now, it looks like we're going to start in 50 seconds. I can show the grid here for everyone. We'll be able to see the grid. Looks like we're pick number 3. Who I need to pick is who I think is going to have the biggest game this week. I'm kind of out on Tua and the Miami Dolphins this week going against that Buffalo front and that Buffalo secondary, man. They the number 1 defense against quarterbacks right now. So I'm not really going to pick anybody from over there. I know it's kind of crazy how it sounds, but a lot of people will be if they have a bad game. All those people you got to think about when it comes to betting are going to drop down below your team. We grab some people that we think are going to have big performances that a lot of people won't be getting on their team. That is the name of the game. Looks like we're going to be starting in 4 seconds. Let's see here. I'm going to want to grab a really, really good receiver out the door. I think Jamar Chase has the biggest opportunity, him or Diggs, to have a big game. Jamar Chase had a great game last week. And the reason being is because Burrow is getting more acclimated to the offense since being away during the preseason. I always said it was going to happen from the get. They would have a terrible first couple weeks. And then as we got into week 4 and week 5, Burrow will start to settle in. Jamar Chase will start to settle in. We saw a little bit of that in week 3. And then I think we're going to see a lot more of that coming up in week 4. So Jamar Chase will be my number 1 off the board. Not a lot of people are going to be grabbing him off the board first. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Get that out the way. Running back wise, I'm going to go deep to the running back selection to even begin. My first pick, going to go with Kenneth Walker first. He's been doing big things. Kenneth Walker is. Somebody already get him this early? Heck no. Where is he at? Oh, you know what? He might not be in this main slate. He is not in this main slate, meaning he's playing later on. Yeah, he plays Monday night, so he's not even going to be on here. Another guy I think is going to have a big game is Williams out of Denver. Javonte. Chicago's run defense is the second worst in the NFL. This is how I'm picking my team. So we're going to be going with him. And I'm going to get another deep sleeper. Nah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and get a guy that we know is going to get that rock. Probably a Tony Pollard is where we'll go. Unless somebody already got here. Pollard's already gone. All right. Zach Moss. Love me some Zach Moss, man. He's getting 30 touches. Guy had 30 touches against Baltimore, 122 yards, two receptions for 23 yards and a touchdown. He's a volume guy, man. He's getting that rock. Nobody else over there to get that rock. And you got the quarterback back, our running quarterback, man, which is going to open up the running lanes. So I see him having a big game again as well. So we'll cue him in our queue. Mr. Zach Moss. Those are our 2 running backs we'll be shooting for. I'm sure we'll get them because they're a lot further down on the board. We'll get us another hammer time receiver. I like Amari Cooper versus Baltimore this week. I think he's going to have a big game. Baltimore's not the best against the receiver. Let's see here. Where does he sit? Yep. So they're ranked 24th best defense against the receiver. So they're in that bottom tier of secondary. So Amari Cooper's a guy we want to target. Already got Chase. So Cooper will be our third. We need to get a good quarterback as well. Justin Herbert is a guy that I love right now. He's a guy you just want to start him and forget him. He's QB3 off the board right now, or coming off the board at QB3. I love me some Justin Herbert right now. If you don't believe me, check me out, y'all. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You see it. You see it live. Hot Soup Fantasy Football. Of course, I'm a Bears fan, but I'm rocking hard right now with Justin Herbert. Got him in a bunch of my leagues. Keenan Allen. I know Williams went down, but that's why they went out and got the rookie. Palmer has facilitated before when one of those receivers, Allen or Williams, have went down. You got Gerald Everett, a great pass catching tight end. You got Eckler coming back this week. Justin Herbert is primed for success. So that's the quarterback we're going to want to get off the board. We're going with him next. Then we'll go Cooper, and hopefully Zach Moss and Javonte will be out there for us. If not, there's other running backs I like deep. But I'm definitely trying to get Justin Herbert on my team. We got a couple more picks coming up. I'll let you guys see the draft board, see what it's looking like right now. Look at Puka. Look at Puka going number 10 overall in a draft right now, going over the likes of Austin Eckler, CeeDee Lamb, TJ Hockenson, Devontae Smith. Oh, Justin Herbert just went, man. Somebody got my quarterback. Shoot. All right, so let's see who else is out here, QB, that I like this week. Kirk Cousins. Love me some Kirk right now. Kirk Cousins is going against Carolina. He's a 4-star. Carolina defense is pretty tough, but not tough enough to shut down that air show. We'll go Kirk Cousins. If we can't get Kirk Cousins, I'd like to go with Joe Burrow. Yeah, I know you guys are like, Joe Burrow, what is wrong with Hot Soup? We're gonna go Kirk Cousins just to knock it out, to get him out the way. And then we'll work on our second receiver and our 2 running backs. DeAndre Swift, I like this week versus Washington. James Cook, I like versus Miami. I think Buffalo's going to be up on Miami this week. And I think that James Cook is going to be running that pill. They don't really have anybody spelling him out. He's explosive. He could be a home run guy and a week winner this week. You heard what I said first right here on Hot Soup Fantasy Football. James Cook, RB8 off the board right now. It's coming back around. I'm going with Zach Moss first. He'll be my first off the board. Or should we go? Yeah, we got to go Zach Moss. ADP is 27. DeAndre Swift is 23. I like Zach Moss just because of the touch factor, high volume, higher floor than DeAndre Swift. Man, we seen Gainwell take a lot of work away from DeAndre. When Gainwell was out, DeAndre had 30 touches this last weekend. He would believe he had 18, 16 rushes and 2 receptions. So his touches went down, and he's going to continue to get vultured. He went and got Zach Moss on my head. We're going to go James Cook as our next running back, and then we'll come back and try to get Amari Cooper or Javonte Williams. I don't believe Amari will be there. So we need to look in the likes of guys like Mike Evans. I love it. Mike been working recently, as of recent. He's getting some continuity over there with that quarterback. Mike Evans is deep on the list, though. Good Lord. I like Tank Dell in this situation. Tank Dell's going against Pittsburgh, who is ranked 27th overall right now. 28th overall right now against the receiver. So I like me some Tank Dell as well. Let's scroll down and see where Tank at. There he is. Receiver 21 off the board. Right down there with Javonte. Looks like Amari Cooper went, so I was correct. Wasn't going to get back to me. Why would he? Boy's going to be an animal this week. Looks like Alvin Kamara is back over in New Orleans. I don't know about rolling him out there first week. I would wait to see what that offense is looking like under the helm of Jameis Winston. Just can't get rid of that guy, man. He's always coming up. Oh, Winston, man. Keeps a good backup job. Not a great starter in his time in the NFL, but Jared Judy or Cortland Sutton would be nice to get. I would go with Man, Jared Judy just hasn't been looking good, man, since that hamstring injury. Cortland Sutton been getting off. Russell Wilson is gonna be that man this week, man. He's gonna be on my stardom top 5 this week. Got to get Russell Wilson in your lineups this week, man. He's going against Chicago's defense. Anybody can throw and run against Chicago. Russell Wilson probably end up with 50 yards rushing, probably a rushing touchdown. Probably going to end up with about 320 through the air. I see 2 to 3 touchdowns through the air. Russell Wilson's going to be a 3 to 4 touchdown total guy this week. You heard it from here first against Chicago. That game is in Chicago. It is some good weather up there right now in October. And this will be what would that be? October 1st. So yeah, man, it'll be some good weather up there. Won't be no snow right now. It might be cool. Sitting around 70-degree game, man. Perfect game for Jared Judy and Cortland Sutton, man, to get over there and do their thing. So I like those guys as well this week. Remember, these drafts were drafted on a weekly basis, a matchup basis. You might see me starting some people that you wouldn't regularly start, but that's just because of the matchup. This is how that board's looking right now, just to show you guys what's going on. Josh Allen, George Kittle, Mike Evans, Gabe Davis. I don't like the George Kittle that early. It's way too early, especially Ayuk's coming back. Once Ayuk comes back, George Kittle turns into a blocking tight end. Devontae said I think Aiken's a little bit too early to be getting Aiken that early. Looks like he's going before. Oh, no, Raheem Mostert went first. Yeah, Raheem Mostert is the man over there. Don't get it twisted. They went up big. That's why Aiken got more work. No sense in running Mostert into the ground. But Mostert is the number one. Don't go out there and just get Aiken happy and be starting to measure RB1. RB2 flex maybe. I wouldn't even RB2 him right now. There's gonna be a lot of mad owners out there. Okay, looks like we're gonna go with the Tank Dell, or should we go with Cortland Sutton? I think Tank Dell has more of a higher floor. A higher ceiling. He can get the ball over, quick intermediate routes, and he can also go deep. I like him. Let's see here. So we need another running back. Out of these guys, I see it's going to be James Conner. He's a fan favorite of mine. Easy fan favorite of mine. Everybody's asking about Cam Akers, Madison, man. Don't think too deep into it. Madison is going to be getting that rock still. I don't even think Cam Akers might not even touch the ball this weekend. If he does, it'll just be to spell out Madison. It's not going to be Cam Akers comes in and gets 15 touches. I don't see it at all. I see Cam Akers at the most getting 5 touches, and that's just to spell out Madison again when he gets tired. This is my running back. I'm shooting on, and I want to shoot for Hunter Henry against that Dallas defense. Dallas is up front is tough. Their secondary is tough. I see them dumping off to Hunter Henry a lot this week. Hopefully, I can get him. He will be my next pick if that is possible coming up. Or would I go James Conner first? Is there a better tight end down here that's just as serviceable? Would be the question. And Zach Ertz is. Do I get James Conner? There's a lot of running backs still out there. I could wait on James Conner probably and get Hunter Henry now. That's what we're going to do. Hunter Henry is going to be a big part of our success this week. All right, so if we can't get James Conner and somebody comes and gets him, let's get our other running back right now. Let me see what that Minnesota run defense is looking like. Hold up. Ooh, they're ranked pretty good. We're going to stay away from Miles Sanders this week. And Go James Conner for sure. Isaiah Pacheco this week, huh? Nah. I might go Alexander Madison this week just because ain't nobody going to get him. And if he has a big game, it's going to be I told you so. Carolina ranked 29th against the running back. If this was a week to start Madison, man, this would be your week if you was going to start him. Notice how far Najee Harris has dropped in the rankings. Running back 19. James Conner is going to have a way better game than Najee Harris. Man, James Conner should be up here above Miles Sanders, Alexander Maxson, Joe Mixon. Man, Conner's been doing his thing. I'm talking about averaging, like doing his thing. If y'all notice, this was last week against Dallas defense. That man went off for 98 yards and a touchdown, 2 receptions. He's a consistency guy, man. Very consistent, means high floor. Love me some James Conner, and that's definitely who I'm going with. If I can't get James, I'm going Alexander Mattison. Man, I'm going Alexander Mattison because of the matchup. I love the matchup. Don't like Joe Mixon this week. Don't like Kieran Williams this week. Man, I've been liking Josh Jacobs, man. I need him to do something, though. Everybody need him to do something. Got us out here scratching our heads, man. Dog. Appreciate y'all stopping by to check out Best Ball Drafts. We do these every week. Do a couple $10 joints, man. Try to win us a little extra money. Easy to, get information from me on how I feel about different players around the league for the week. We'll go over some of these teams. A.J. Brown, C.D. Lamb, Deebo Samuel, Alvin Kamara. Hoping on a dream right there with the Kamara this early. I don't know what he's been doing. We don't know how he looks. I always like that eye test, man, before I start somebody. You don't want to start somebody, man. They get out there, get you 5 carries, you be sick. Got somebody on the bench that blows up. Always be kicking yourself in the butt. So it looks like this guy got Tua, Jalen Waddle coming off a concussion. Javonte Williams, I like. Ramadre, not this week. Don't really like that team. Tyreek Hill, Raheem Mostert, he went all Miami. Miami does bad. If Miami does good, he's looking good. If not, he looking bad. I like the Brock Purdy this week, man. Love the Brock Purdy this week. We getting Ayuk back. Man, if y'all got Brock Purdy, put him in your lineups, man. I am benching Tua this week, and I am starting Brock Purdy over him in 3 leagues. I have Tua in five or 6 leagues. I'm benching Tua in all the leagues I got Tua in. I'm not messing with Tua this week. Last time he went against a top 5 defense, which was New England, man, he had 15 fantasy points. Okay. They had him looking subpar. What you think Buffalo defense number 1 against the quarterback's going to do? Buffalo been stopping everybody. They got quarterbacks averaging 5 points in fantasy right now. So I don't care how good Tua is and what kind of weapons he got. If he can't get the ball off, man, you're not gonna be productive. So that's my thoughts on it. But yeah, got James Conner coming up. That is going to be our last pick. We got our team, 73 points forecasted. Let's see how we look against the rest of the league. Better than him, better than him, better than him. Tied with him. Oh, no, that was me. Better than him. Looking good as far as, this guy has a better point total forced. Points forced. He do too. Got Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields, man. You've been giving everyone nightmares. All Bears fans nightmares, man. I tell you. When they got me a Justin Fields jersey, I'm going to go ahead and keep that in the closet. When I went to the Bears game, man, even though I had ordered a Justin Fields to go out there in a Jay Fields jersey, man, I wore my throwback Walter Payton, because I ain't want to have nobody try to throw some milkshake on my jersey, man. They don't respect. Nobody respects Fields right now, man. They respect that Walter Payton. Yeah. Looks like we're done with best ball. Best ball draft. Like I said, it's 6 rounds. Those are your teams. Everybody can check them out. If you want to come back and check out another best ball, I'm about to do another one live, so you can check me out. But we out of this one. There we go. So that's your entrance. So we'll have 6,816 entrants in this in this prize. That's your prize money. If you want to check this out, this shows you the breakdown of prize money. You get first place, you win $12,000 off a $10 bet. Second place, $6,000. Third place, $4,000. Fourth place, $2,500. Fifth place, $1,250. Sixth place, $1,000. Seventh place, $700. Eighth place, $425, and so on. If you get 101 through 1700 or 1700, you get $14. So you win $4. Can't be too hard to get, especially since there's only 6,816 entrants going to be in this league. Those are your games that are scheduled. This is a half a point per reception, so receivers are not as important. So we're going to go ahead and enter. Looks like we're waiting on 9 people. So you guys want to hang around with us, we can. If not, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab me a little something to drink. All right. We'll be coming up with our top 5 sits, top 5 starts for the week. I'll have those out tomorrow. You can go on Hot Soup Fantasy Football on YouTube. Subscribe, like, come check us out for our over and unders. Next week, we're going to start doing quarterback tiers for the week, receiver tiers for the week. I have I Told You So. What basically I go over is our top 5 sits and top 5 starts for the previous week. And we'll go over and be like, hey, I told y'all to start this guy. I told you to sit this guy and why. So you might want to check out. That's always a good and funny episode, man. Just giving you the raw and the real, what's going on in fantasy football week to week. You guys got to come check us out. I've been calling them too, man. Been calling them. You might be able to get some information out of me that'll help you win your league. When it comes to percentages, man, right now, man, most of my leagues, I got 23 money leagues right now. 2 of them are 0-3. I got 6 leagues that are 3-0. I got like 12 leagues that are 2-1, and then another, I think it is like 4 leagues are 1-2. So 23 leagues total. Yeah, man, I love this fantasy stuff. I always end up winning a lot more money than I put in, and that's why I'm in it for the money. Money comes around Christmas time, and hey, that's the time that I need it, man. I got a lot of kids, got a lot of presents to get, a lot of mouths to feed, man. So this fantasy thing is not only for fun. I do it for the prize, man. If it ain't about the money, it ain't about the honey. You see what I'm saying? That's right. My quarterback of the week is Justin Herbert. If y'all didn't know, now you know. That's right, man. I'm rocking with my boy Justin. Got Justin in a bunch of my leagues. He's going to be starting in every single one of them. I told you guys earlier in the season, we were talking about quarterbacks and who was going to be hot, who was going to be not. Justin Herbert was a top 10 quarterback last year with broken ribs. He played through broken ribs. Dude, I played with a broken rib. It's hard to breathe, let alone throw a ball, 60 yards down the field. The way him and Keenan Allen are looking right now, that's the best to me. That is the best quarterback to wide receiver combo in the league right now, besides Tua to Tyreek. Justin Herbert is consistent. He's consistent as it's going to get. And that offense and the way it's built for him is 350 yards plus in the air every week in and week out. Consistent. That's right. Average. This man might average 325. So those are the quarterbacks you want, especially in bonus leagues where you hit 300 yards and you're getting an extra 5 or 10 points. I know those aren't standard leagues, but a lot of leagues I play in are bonus leagues. All the individual custom leagues where I go over my boy's crib and we sit back, we drink, we eat, we partake, and we hang out and we draft our teams. A shit talking fest. Man, you just gotta love it, the camaraderie. And those are the leagues, man. And we got bonus leagues, man. We get points for a 40-yard touchdown pass is extra 2 points to the quarterback if you throw for 40 yards or more for a touchdown. So you're getting the touchdown, the 2 points extra. They hit 300 yards, you get another 5 points. If they hit 400 yards, you get 10 points. So there's a lot of bonuses. And the same with the running backs, receivers, man. You get 100 yards receiving, you get 5 points extra. You hit that century mark, you hit the 200 mark as a receiver or a running back, you're getting an extra 10 points on top of the 5 points you got at 100. So that's an extra 15 points for your running back. So bonus leagues, man, they're always fun. A guy might hit 100 at the end, man, and end up beating you by 5 points because he got that 5 bonus. So, man, it's all love, man. We're still waiting on 5 people to jump into this next draft. This will be our last draft of today or for this week, week 3. Come check us out once again Friday for the top 5 starts, top 5 sits. What else is going on in the league right now, man? Eckler's healthy. Let's go to who's injured, who's healthy, man. Talk a little bit about it while I'm here. Cooper Kupp They are saying Cooper Kupp is probably going to make a return in week 5. That's where they're pointing to right now with his rehab and how he's working. He's already started working on the field. He's not in an actual contact practice yet, but he is trending that way, meaning we probably got about another week or 2 before we see Cooper Kupp, meaning they're targeting week 5, but may ease him in week 5 and then be a full starter for week 6. Jared Jeudy was limited right now with a little slight knee injury, but he did practice today. Kadarius Toney limited in practice. Zay Jones does not practice, his knee having some problems, but doesn't look like anything serious. But yeah, man, McVay came out and said, "Hey, we eyeing hopeful return for Cooper Kupp in week 5." What does that mean for Puka? In my opinion, Puka will get a little less volume as far as target share, but he'll still be a 6-catch, 7-catch guy, 80 to 100 yards a game. Easy. And Cooper Kupp is going to be Cooper Kupp, 12 catches, 15 targets, 12 catches, 125 yards, a TD or 2. That's going to be the ceiling for Cooper Kupp. Amari Cooper got a rest day today, but he's fine. Amari's going against a piss poor defense this week, man. So you got to get him in your lineups definitely. Deebo Samuel, he's not practicing. He has a rib injury, nursing a little knee injury. Of course, Ayuk was out last week, and Deebo got a lot of carries. He was running people over, looking like a running back. He is the man. Looks like limited practice again for Brandon Ayuk. He had a shoulder issue that kept him out last week, but he will be coming back. Ja'Marr Chase, man, like I told y'all with that situation with them over there in Cincinnati, that Joe Burrow is definitely going to get back to himself. It would just take till about week 5. That's what I kept saying. We saw a little spark last week. Still wasn't getting, still unable to drive the ball down the field, which is a big part of what they do over there with Higgins and Chase taking the top off the defense. But just being able to get back in rhythm with the little intermediate routes, he looked good. Just not mobile right now, man. So once that calf gets right, and we all know Cincinnati always starts out slow and ends up being monsters. They have took me out in so many championships or so many playoffs in the last 2 years. Them boys get hot in week 14, 15, and 16. And it's been that it was a league where they put up 100 points by themselves. Jamar Chase put up like 64, and your boy comes over and puts up like 38 something points. They do it, and they do it every year. And it's at the end of the season, man. They just go ape shit. I remember one year Jamar Chase went off for or I think it was Burrow went off for like 6 touchdowns, and Jamar had like 4 of them. Just totally knocked me. I had the best team in the league. I went undefeated and got knocked out in the playoffs in the second week trying to make it to the championship. So don't worry about Jamar Chase. Y'all Jamar Chase holders, hold him. I had a friend that was new to fantasy football, and in one of my leagues, he got out. He was trying to get. I'm gonna say this. He was trying to get not Chicago, Dallas's defense for Jamar Chase, and the guy that was getting Jamar Chase was like, man, I wasn't even gonna accept it. Why would I do that, man, when I know y'all gonna veto it? Hell yeah, we vetoing that. There's no way we're gonna let a number 2 pick overall go for a defense, man, in a trade. It's just not happening, man. That's not how we play fantasy football, man. It's not happening. So what we ended up doing was, what he ended up doing was trading Jamar Chase for Kyron Williams, a waiver wire ad. The league went up like, oh. Everybody's on the feed. What the hell's going on? Oh, no. But because it was a rookie move, he needs to learn. We let the trade go through. And we'll see what happens, man. Kyron Williams is looking good, but I mean, because your number 1 pick, your first round pick doesn't do good the first 3. I don't care if it's the first 4 weeks. They're a first round pick for a reason. Cincinnati always starts off slow. Jamar Chase owners, relax. Put them on your bench if you need to. I wouldn't. I'd be starting them this week if I were you. The defense he's going against ain't on nothing, and Joe Burrow and him are getting in rhythm. Get Jamar Chase in your lineups. You heard it here. Looks like we're still waiting on 4 people for the best ball league. Oh my God, how long we been waiting here? What time is it? Let's go over some more injury guys out here, some injury reports, just to show you guys where everybody's at. Looks like everybody know Mike Williams is out for the rest of the season, man. We lost Mike Williams to a torn ACL. I like Everett at tight end, but don't think he's just gonna go out there and just light it up, man. They got the rookie and they got Palmer over there to go with Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is gonna get more targets now that Williams is out. I mean, he was already at 15 targets. This guy might be on some Puka targets, 20 targets a game. Keenan Allen is looking good. One of the greatest possession receivers to play the game in the last 15, 20 years. I mean, Keenan Allen, man, one of the most consistent receivers to play the game in the last 10 to 15 years. Keenan Allen, when he's healthy, man, he is him. Yeah, he is him. We can still wait on 3 more to jump in, and we'll get started on our best ball. This is a 12-man best ball, 6 rounds. So it shouldn't take but about 15 minutes once we start. Drake London falls back down to earth. He's a boomer bust type receiver, and that's just the system he's in right now. They're so run heavy in Atlanta. Rookie quarterback. DJ Shark got 11 targets. He only hauled in 4. Went for 86 yards and a touchdown. DJ Chark might be a guy we need to pick up. I said he was the best receiver over there. I know Adam Thielen is a great receiver, and he's getting a lot of targets. But as far as athleticism, man, DJ Chark is athletic as hell, man. He's young, 27 years old. Um, I mean, I see Chark being a big play guy and somebody that you need to have on your bench. If you don't, and he's out there on the waiver wires, you need to go pick him up. Rashid Shaheed continues to perform. Had another punt score. He's been returning. He's been returning punts, returning kicks, catching the ball, throwing the ball, running the ball. Rashid Shaheed is one heck of a player, man, to have. Now in fantasy, he's a stretch for a flex, but I mean he can be a boom or bust, man. Have big games. Michael Thomas, consistent receiver, getting 9 to 10 targets a game. So if you got Michael Thomas, he's a good flex play. To me, targets is most important when you see who's getting heavy targets. Just because they're not catching the ball, um, targets is big. That means who they trust in the offense, who we want to get the ball to the most, right? So targets is big when it comes to me trying to pick up a player or when it goes to me trying to trade a player. We got one more person to wait for, so we'll be starting this best ball real soon. DK Metcalf always has a high ceiling. I mean, a high floor. Calvin Ridley, nowhere to be found on the field this week. Calvin Ridley owners are sick after that week 1. Sick. Tank Dell, go get him. Houston's receiver. We already talked about it. Marvin Mims Jr. is a big play guy. He's going to be a boomer bust. You could start him, get yourself 2 catches for 120 yards with that guy, 2 touchdowns, or have, 2 receptions for 6 yards, and that's it. So, he's a boomer bust, man. But I see Cortland Sutton, man. He's operating as the top receiver over there over Judy. We ain't think it was gonna happen, but that's what's been happening these past 2 weeks. We'll see if Judy gets more healthy in week 4, man. If he can get the ball some more, get his target share up. Deontay Johnson, who knows when he's coming back? That was a big letdown for me this year, man. I had Deontay in a lot of leagues. I was able to get him late, and he's a good play, man, when he's healthy, but not healthy right now. So that's how that go. Oh, looks like we've started already. I'm 1 pick away. What pick am I? 1, 2, 3. So I'm the 3rd pick. Let's go to our rankings. Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson, not Tyreek this week. Keenan Allen. We just talked about him. That's who we going with. Man went for 215 last week. That's who I want on my fantasy team. We got to get him in the end zone. All right. So I'm 3. So it's going to be a while for me to come back. Don't always want to pick the same teams or the same players. On my best ball, want to have different options to try to win the money. Who's deep that may have a good game this week that nobody's going to get, right? That's what we got to ask ourselves. Could Joshua Kelly have a breakout game this week in Las Vegas? In Las Vegas, Garoppolo's hurt right now. When he's in, man, they got a good passing offense, and the Chargers defense is horrible. So that's going to be a shootout in my opinion if Garoppolo plays. So we're going to get away from Joshua Kelly. I don't see him getting a lot of work like that. It's going to be Keenan Allen's show. Bijan, man, shit the bed last week for Bijan owners who went and got him number 6 or number 7 overall. Oh, I know that hurts. When you got guys like DeAndre Swift, who people wasn't drafting until the 10th round over here, RB6 overall. Yeah, we're gonna go DeAndre Swift, man. He's just getting the ball. He's just doing too much. Those holes. He's not getting hit until like 6 or 7 yards after the line of scrimmage. He's going for 10 yards a pop, man. So That's a guy we want on our team. Raheem, that Buffalo defense, I'm staying away from Raheem. Zach Moss, James Cook. So one of those three guys will be my first running back. And then receiver wise, who I like that I haven't picked yet. Let's go get a deep sleeper. Let's go get a deep sleeper at receiver this week. Against Chicago, Courtland Sutton. We just talked about him. Courtland Sutton is who I'm going to get. In my mind, has a big chance of having a great game. So now we can get. Now we got to get our dog. So who gonna be our dog? CeeDee Lamb? Nope. New England does too good of a job shutting down the receiver. Jalen Waddle off concussion? Nope. Not against Buffalo's number one defense. Deebo Samuel versus Arizona. Ayuk's coming off an injury. Oh, what's wrong with Deebo? Does it say? He has been last 2 weeks, he's been putting up numbers. What's targets looking like? 9 and 12 last week. We gotta go Mari Cooper versus Baltimore. That's where I gotta go. I gotta go with Amari. I gotta go with a number one. I want to go to number one before I do. Debo's more like a 1B when Ayuk's healthy. He's like a 1B. So and Brandon Ayuk is healthy and gonna be playing. So we're gonna definitely go Amari Cooper. These are the two receivers we want. We're up next for the pick. What quarterbacks out here we still like? Kirk Cousins. We're at the 20th pick. Lamar out there still. Burrow, Richardson, Purdy. I think I'll get Purdy. All right, it's on my pick. We're going to go DeAndre Swift first. Get him out the door. And then come back with these guys that we can get. Well, Courtland Sutton, I can get deep. Zach Moss, man. I'm so big on Zach Moss this year. These last two games, just a volume monster. He's got to be getting the ball more than any running back in the league right now, touching the ball. And then Richardson coming back just helps that out even more, in my opinion. That's going to open up running lanes. They got a key on the running. They got a key on the quarterback now. So Zach Moss is just like out there on the island. He's going to be one-on-one shaking the hell out of people, man. Running. I mean, he can put his shoulder into you. Love me some Zach Moss right now. Do I get Zach, Kurt, or Amari? Going Zach. All right. So we got Zach Moss, Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift right now. Courtland Sutton will be our second receiver. We'll just take Amari off of here. And then quarterback. So we're going to have to go quarterback next and then get Sutton. Quarterback, we'll take – no, I can't even do Lamar versus Cleveland. I don't like it. I don't. Brock Purdy versus Arizona is what I like out of this one. Who's deep in the quarterback? Oh, Russell Wilson in Chicago also. So those are the two quarterbacks I'll shoot for. Tight end wise, Goddard, he was getting a pill last, but he was doing absolutely nothing with it. Hunter Henry, that's got to be my guy on this team. Hunter Henry. If I can't get Hunter, don't want Gerald Everett. I like Higbee. Also like Higbee. Higbee was getting that rock last game. I think he got 6 catches for 71 yards. Would have been 13.1 points. Maybe it was 5 catches for 70. It was 5 catches for 71 yards because I had 12.1 points and I lost by a point. I needed one more catch. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. I had a lot of good games that came down to like 1 point or within 1 point. I want to say 4 of my leagues. I lost 3 of them and won 1 of them. So I won 1 by 1 point and then lost 3 by a point or less. One was like 0.12, and what made it so what made it so bad was I was up by .08, and um Joe Mixon went backwards on the last carry that he had of the game for 2 yards, and it made me lose by 1.2, or no, 0.12. So not even .2, man. Oh, that hurt. Oh, to watch it having to go from winning a whole league that week to losing by 1 yard, bro. I was sick to my stomach. I ain't gonna lie. What made it worse is that was one of the leagues I was 0-2 in, and now I'm 0-3. Frustrating, bro. Frustrating. But that's fantasy for you. And what makes it even worse, I lost a league. I was with my kids doing flag football at a tournament on Sunday. And I lost track of time. I looked down at my phone. It's 12:58. My kids are playing. I'm like, oh my God. I had Aaron Jones in 6 leagues starting still, because the day before they said it looked like he was going to start. And I forgot to go in and take him out. I had 2 minutes. I went and got him out of 4 leagues, but didn't get all 6. So 2 leagues, I started Aaron Jones in last week and lost one of them by 1 point. Had 2 running backs on my bench, man, that went off. One went off for like 16 points. The other one went off for like 13 points. And I lost by 1 point, man. Just, simply not paying attention, man. When you manage 23 leagues, there's a lot you got to do. So, I like to do it the day before. That way I know everything is good. And something told me, man, just to put Aaron Jones on the bench just in case they do something like that and I'm not around my phone because I'm busy with this tournament. But yeah, they got me, man. They got me. Picks coming up. I got 3 more picks. So we got to do quarterback, receiver, definitely going Cortland Sutton. And then quarterback will be either Purdy or Wilson. Let's look. This guy let's see, who has a quarterback over here? Nobody. So they're going to be trying to get quarterbacks, right? Before my pick. So we'll go Hunter Henry, Cortland Sutton, get him out the way. Yeah, let's get Cortland out the way. Grab Cortland Sutton, come back and get our quarterback, Russell Wilson, which would be a number 11 off the board. You know what? He's so far down there, I might be able to get him coming back. Nobody wants Russell right now. They're not believing in Russ. I'm getting Hunter Henry. So I'll get my tight end coming back, who's going to be tight end 5 on the week, and then we'll get our quarterback. Because I don't think ain't nobody going to try to get Russ. Hunter Henry. I will come back and get our quarterback. I'm 18 picks away, so I got to wait 18 picks. Whoa, James Conner just got a questionable tag. Just came up. His back. James Conner's averaging. The former Steelers Cardinals pressure tag. What's going on, man? James Conner just went on a questionable tag for this week with a back issue. That's not good. Seeing it is Wednesday. Probably happened in practice. Oh, man. Not what we want to hear. Nakua goes from healthy to a questionable tag. Oblique. So I think he had an oblique issue last week. So that's back. So he's back with a questionable tag. Probably didn't practice. Just checking out all my. See here, 8 picks away. Yep, and as I knew, Brock Purdy and Russell Wilson still going to be out here. These people already got quarterbacks. Looks like C. Modden about to pick him a quarterback. He went 3 receivers. Yeah, everybody got quarterbacks except Best Baller VIP. So yeah, looks like I'll get my quarterback coming back, either Brock Purdy or Russell Wilson. Out of Brock Purdy and Russell Wilson this week, man, I gotta go. And the reason I'm gonna go with Russ over Purdy, well, maybe I should go Purdy over Russ. Well, because I got Cortland Sutton and I like the combo. If the combo goes off, this team blows up. So I'm gonna go with the combo of the Russell Wilson to the Cortland Sutton versus Chicago. Cortland Sutton Russell Wilson went off against Washington with 300. He also threw for another 300 last week. So he's thrown for 2 games. He's thrown for 300 yards apiece. Had 3 touchdowns in the game against Washington. I could see him having a big game. So we're going to go with Russ. All right, man. That's the Best Ball League draft number 2 live. Come check us out next week for the same on Wednesdays. I always do the best ball drafts. Also go live with on LTB Sports. Let's talk ball with Big B, Brian Henley. You guys can come on there, check me out, ask some questions. If you have live questions, I'll answer them for you live. You go on the YouTube channel, like and subscribe. It's Hot Soup Fantasy Football. We're going to be doing this all year long. We'll be doing this next year after that. This is what I do. I do it on a regular, so I might as well give y'all the information as well. So always come check us out. You can come check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So we'll have all those platforms. Next year, I will be having one-on-ones with guys that are in my actual fantasy leagues to come in. Man, we'll do live and just ask them some questions, how they feeling about their team, how they feel about fantasy, what players they like, what players they don't like, and just chop it up in the studio, man. So that a lot of those guys are ready for that. Well, we'll be coming to you live soon this weekend with our top 5 sits, top 5 starts, and then I told you so will come out the next week on why I told you to start these guys and why I told you to bench these guys. Bold prediction of the week is going to be bench Tua. Y'all heard it already. If you haven't heard it, you just got on. Bench Tua this week. Last time Tua went against a top 5 defense in New England, he scored 15 points total. I think they're going to have to rush the ball, if anything, with that rushing game they got right now with Aiken and Mostert. I think that Buffalo will take they'll take a page out of New England and Belichick's defensive report and what happened and how they schemed on Miami, to keep that scoring down and to be able to try to win a game. And, we've seen what New England did. So, and Buffalo's better. Buffalo's defense is better than New England's. So I think that I really think that Tua needs to be benched this week. There's not going to be too many weeks that you're going to hear me say this. But in week 4, bench Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah. All right. Hot Soup out.